Greetings, Lover Fear here. I'm having to break things up due to video content space for the weekend reading, and it is extraordinarily delayed because technology is just not cooperating. So I do these readings generally very early in the morning, and here it is 4 o'clock, and nothing has been converted and uploaded to YouTube yet. So, not for lack of effort, it is probably some technological ignorance on my part, and the best, most efficient method of doing this. But be that as it may, it's not for a lack of effort. But this is still for the weekend, 17th and 18th for Libra is what we're on. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Virgo will be solos. There is a global message in that one. And then, yeah, I'll take care of the weekend and I will begin the love/relationship readings soon, especially considering the amount of time it is taking to just upload. So, without further ado, Libra, let's see what's going on with you guys, your overall energy. I love doing this, but the technology part, alright, and the most recent past energy related to this weekend, Libra. Present energy for Libra for the weekend. And most likely outcome for the weekend in this situation. Oh, this is, wow, you guys are digging the twos, huh? Oh. Interesting. This is a very... Alright, overall outcome for this situation in general. Oh, okay. Alright, Libra. There's either the need or you are taking a break from something, needing to rest to recover from kind of stress or anxiety, something that's probably been weighing on you, and there's just a recovery period. And what swords are, and that's your energy, it's at high level of overthinking, stress, tension, basically the mind getting to you and exhausting you, and it's time for a break. So the overall energy is the need for the break, whether or not you're actually taking it. It would be in reverse if you weren't. So for those who are not, listen to yourself. You need it. Most immediate past energy is Queen of Cups. That is someone who is emotionally imbalanced in some way or another, either being overly in their emotions and it's kind of running the show, codependence kind of energy, or it is somebody who is emotionally detached, who is kind of avoiding their feelings. So we'll see what it is. The King of Pentacles is a very paternal, loyal, hardworking, very father figure-like, just like the Queen of Pentacles is very mother figure-like, maternal. And somebody who is very stable and grounded, in the material, well off, secure, career, all that kind of stuff. Basically, your ideal husband, father type. And there is a holding on to, a gripping. So, which is interesting because this being a very paternal energy, it doesn't carry that grip. I'm kind of feeling like, yeah, if there is a disconnect in the emotional body, in the heart space, and there is this exhaustion, then this is kind of the ideal that is being kept in the mind. And an ideal that may not be reached, may not be what is in the external world for you, and you're holding on to this ideal. You're holding on and gripping, especially with that financial stability aspect. This keeps coming up for Libra, that there's a lot of work and money drive. So you will feel, oh, it's a self-value thing, guys. This is your ideal, right? You aren't good enough for all of this. So there is a holding and a gripping onto what you do have, and this drive. This this is the ideal. I'm not letting go of this ideal. I am not letting go of this concept that this is what achievement, what success, what I'm supposed to be, but I'm not. And a refusal to change the concept of what the ideal is about because of this stability, this external perspective, perception of what it means to be stable and good enough. In this space, there's not enough stability there. You're not in this energetic perception of value. And this value system either comes from or is a block to the inner self, because it's out of balance. You know, you've got the Queen of Cups, which upright, an ideal balance in with the inner and the outer would be both of them upright, but it's out of balance because all the attention is here with the rejection of this. And that can be very mentally exhausting, psychologically exhausting, because there's nothing to counter this pressure, and yet you're still holding on to it. It's still your value system. Most likely outcome from all this, wow, Libra. Emotional balance is considered is a burden to you, is burdensome. I mean, there's really this stubborn view of the external, and So this emotional, because this is a King of Cups, and it's a burden, and King of Cups is very similar to the Queen of Cups, where it is a balance. It's somebody who knows what they want. They know it is a masculine energy that knows their feminine side, their intuition, their emotion. They can make decisions from this place, incorporate it. They're gentle, they're kind. You know, they may be a little less decisive because they weigh both the thought and the emotion. They look at everything. But they are a solid decision maker, and they run with the, not run with, but they rule with the heart. They aren't overrun with the heart, but that's the space that they come from. And what's really screwy, Libra, is there is a divine couple here. But there's a block. Because the Queen's upside down. There's a rejection of the Queen. Because this is in between. So it could be this has actually affected an opportunity for abundance and happiness in a whole lot of other areas, other ways. But because this is the priority, it's now in the past. That opportunity may be missed. Now, whether that's permanent or not, it's between you and this person, if there is a person, and the divine. So we'll see. Overall outcome. Hierophant. In reverse, not listening to yourself, star, wish, fulfillment, destiny, fate. The cards are not giving an actual outcome. What they're saying here is that there is not connecting with the higher level guidance, and that whatever comes next, and there are no clarifiers, so you're just gonna have to hang out and see what fate has to bring. But whatever comes as a result is destiny. It is fated. It is what has been created for you in this context, in this situation. And if the universe, divine, God, source, whatever you want to call it, wanted you to know what it is, that's a card that would have come out. The other message, there are two, the other one just came in, is ignoring your destiny, rejecting it. You've been guided to it. This is fate, destiny, wish fulfillment. And because you're not listening to this, it's not going to take place. And that all stems from right here. Because this is where you are. And this is what you're rejecting. And that imbalance and that loss eventually is going to the other part of this is regret, especially with this here. So the upside, this is where you presently are. All right, holding on to this ideal. This is a king. This is the present. Possible outcome is this burden. You have a choice, Libra. You can drop the burden and move from this value system into this one. Because this one isn't going to recognize or acknowledge this opportunity. Because all the focus is external, not internal. These are major arcanas here. And to ignore that guidance, that opportunity, that wish fulfillment, to ignore the direction, you may lose more than one opportunity. But you do have choice. We always have choice. You can move from here. Drop the perception of the burden. And simply move into the state of King of Cups. And change everything. So it could also be, there's so many interpretations that can be happen in something with this many court cards. You know, you're a Libra, you're an air, you're a sword. So obviously this is your energy. It could be options. It could be that at one time you were connected with somebody who's a water sign. Cancer. And for whatever reason, their way of being, emotional state, whatever, didn't jive, so you rejected. And you moved into maybe a Taurus. This is Taurus. And there's a holding on to that because it feels very grounded and stable. And abundant. And so you're gripping onto that. It may be that that becomes burdensome, then you go to the King of Cups, which is a Scorpio. Does this seem healthy, jumping from person to person to person? And it could be that this person becomes abundant, or a burden. Sorry, abundant, a burden. Then it may be, again, here's Taurus again, but nah, maybe not so much. The star, I think, is Virgo. So you've got Cancer, Taurus, Scorpio, Taurus again, which you move away from if it's in reverse. And I think Virgo. And all of that still results the same because you are too much in your head and not listening to your heart. And it's the same result either way, regardless of the details of the situation. Take a break from the head. Get into the emotional body. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. King, queen. Connect with your higher self, your intuition, your guides, your coaches, your wise ones in your life. Go to a therapist, whatever it takes to connect with the emotion. And that's what's going to bring the balance enough to bring in this and this without the dependence the clinging, or the burden. Those go away. And that's a pretty powerful reading right there. Get out of the head. That's what's causing all the rest. Then you have abundance. You have a high order of love and relationship and stability and balance in that. With the abundance, you are connected to yourself and to source, and you are having all your dreams come true. Choices. All about the choices, guys. Or you can, you know, this is what mind does. It blocks us. It gets in our way. Causes fear and insecurity and doubt. Causes stress, anxiety, and burden. So, choices. So it's love or fear. One is fear, one is love. I will continue to send that message over and over and over again, because that's what it's all about. You want to manifest your dreams. You can't just sit and think about it. It doesn't work that way. Fear and pain and self-doubt, that comes from someplace way deeper than what you are consciously thinking about. It's not a surface energy. It is deep in the subconscious. And these are the things that manifest when we don't get in there and heal those wounds, primarily from the past. They get in our way. They will stop your success and your achievement and your abundance and your happiness and everything that you want to happen. Those fears from the past, those insecurities, the I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I've always failed, I've always lost, I've always... That's not you talking to yourself. Would you say that to yourself? Would you, seriously, would you say that to yourself? That you suck, that you don't deserve, that you're terrible. Well, you're saying it in your head because someone somewhere taught you that's what you should believe about yourself. And that's who and what you are. That ain't the truth. It's a lie. So, all right, Libra. Scorpio, see what's going on in your overall energy for the weekend, even though these may not actually get posted until Sunday. Guys, there's got to be a better way to do this. All right, Scorps. See what you guys have to bring to the table this weekend. Overall energy for the weekend for Scorpio, and such as what's left of the weekend, Scorpio. I swear it doesn't take that long to do these. It's really... Okay. Overall energy. How am I feeling? Most recent relevant past. It's really all the conversion and uploading. So, alright, Scorpio present energy. see what you guys got going on with this color, with your, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. All right, present energy for this weekend reading for Scorpio, 17th, 16th, 17th, 18th. Yeah, I'm all flustered because of technology, guys. I mean, it is what it is. It came right back out. All right, and possible future outcome for Scorpio for this weekend. You guys are really, ooh, wow. All right. And then the overall outcome, that's a really powerful combo right there, Scorpio. All right, overall outcome for this situation as a whole. Ooh. Oh, okay. No, that's in reverse. Star card again. All right, Scorpio, you have the Knight of, or the 6. Oh my gosh, I can't even count. 6 of Wands and the Empress. 6 of Wands is kind of a victory, but it's not a gloating victory. And it is a moving into this high level maternal creator, manifester, nurturing. It's all the queens in one embodiment. It is the penultimate feminine energy. It is the goddess, basically. It's the goddess energy. And a movement into a slow movement, a leisurely movement. It's not rushed. It's not hurried. But there is this movement into this energy of the Empress. So that's the overall energy of the weekend for you. So let's see what's going on with that. The most recent past for the weekend is coming in out of the cold. So maybe there was a reconciliation or something worked out, something that was previously rejected. You know, you were rejected. Could have been a job, could have been a person, could have been, well, it could have been a loan for a house. But with this kind of energy going on, it's, I do feel like it's probably financial, like maybe applying for a loan or house or job or something along those lines, very material. And there's disappointment. There was disappointment in it, but not, it's not a stop. So, you know, rejection of any kind hurts to some degree. But it didn't freeze you in your tracks, obviously, because it's in the past and you're still moving forward. Present energy is 7 of Swords. This is a really complex energy. It's a very sneaky, it's just sneaky. Okay. Sneaky, manipulative, doing things behind the back, hiding in the shadows, sneaking off. And one of the complexities about this card is you've got the 2 of Swords right here, which is all about the intuition and crossroads and which way do I go. It's a confusion, it's a decision, it's having 2 directions that you could possibly go in and not being real sure which way to go. And then you've got the 2 of Swords that you're carrying. So you're taking that indecision with you. You may be trying to get away from it. It may be you are leaving behind something. Maybe something collaborative. Three of Swords. 3 of Swords is going to be the heart with the swords in it. Heartbreak, pain. A lot of time, not always, a lot of times it's the thoughts blocking, just like Libra reading. It's thoughts blocking emotional access. And this can even be like stealing other people's ideas. Like putting yours on the table. Oh, these are better. I'm going to take these. So kind of a corporate espionage, if you will. Or it could be psychological manipulation. It could be selective thinking. These are the ideas that I like and want to take with me, but these back here, these are the ones I don't want to look at. So it can be a lot of things, but it's in reverse. So there's more of an openness, an exposure of what is going on in the mind. Now, whether or not this energy, I feel like this reversal here is what allowed the move through of this disappointment. And you were able to get into that energy because of this movement towards completion of self. That wholeness within, that balance. You're not there because otherwise the Emperor's card would have come out by itself. But it's a movement into. Which allows, basically what this says is that overall, these situations come up, you know, and there's a reflection going on here. You see how he's looking backwards? And these people are kind of moving away. You know, so there's a reflection about this whole process, this whole event, this whole series of whatever this is that was rejected from, that you didn't let really get to you. For the weekend, for the overall outcome, Justice and the High Priestess. So whether you realize it or not, in the background, everything that is going on, even if it looks negative, is being balanced and dealt with by the universe, by the divine. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to be. You may not know or recognize the whys and hows and reasons, but it is just. It is fair. It is exactly what's supposed to happen. It might be karmic. High Priestess. She's the one that kind of looks at the karmic energy. Sort of looks at everything that's accrued, what lessons do they need, and what information is needed in order to get through those lessons. What do they need to know now? And what are the lessons that need to wait? Or what lessons are learned from waiting? You only get the information you absolutely need. So there may be questions as to why. Well, chances are you're not going to get the answers. You just have to trust. You have to trust that it's divinely guided. You have to trust God, universe, source, that whatever is going on in your life it's exactly what it is supposed to be. It's a lot of guidance. It's a lot of protection, especially with the Empress in there. That is some powerful energy right there. Very powerful energy. So whoever this is for, you are also Cancer. Had a very similar high level of spiritual development. I don't know that this is so much spiritual within at that same kind of deep level, but there is this understanding within that you are empowered and that you are going to achieve whatever it is, even if these situations don't necessarily work out quite the way you want it. You are not letting your thoughts, doubts, insecurities necessarily stop you and make you take action that you might regret. You know, stability is probably an important thing to you. But, you know, it's not the end all be all. This is past. You know, there's reflection on it. There's learning from it, which that's what you do. You take the lessons, not the burdens. So, since this is in reverse, you're not taking the burdens with you. But you are reflecting on what's been learned, on the experience, and how did this occur? And that's part of what this is all about, is guiding this process of taking the lessons but not the burdens. Overall outcome, 8 of Cups in reverse. 8 of Cups upright is about abandonment. With this kind of energy, and particularly if these had come out upright, I would say this is self-abandonment. And maybe historically, maybe this is a repeat lesson. Whether it's present, past life, doesn't matter. This life, past life. I feel like this is a repeat lesson and you're finally listening to the guidance and moving into the energy that allows that cycle to end, and you are no longer abandoning yourself. Because if you were still abandoning yourself, you wouldn't be coming into this energy. So I feel like this is the ending of a cycle that has been guided over and over and over and over again. Congratulations, Scorps. Next thing I expect to see is the World card. And for a new chapter to begin. At least for this collective right here. That's pretty impressive. That's I do feel like this has been a long-standing lesson that has been in play for a long time. Hard lesson. Sagittarius. And guys, my December to January. Yes, I know nobody likes being last, but think about this, Sagittarius. You cross over into the new year, so you're not actually last. You start in that position, but you're actually first. Who said that as a kid? Whenever you're last, you are actually first. And the concept is, let's say you're in a line, because in order to be last, you have to be first, right? You have to be in a line. You have to be. There has to be some linear progression in order to be last. As soon as you turn that progression around, you're in the front. Not in the middle. So everybody has their time. Everybody has their opportunity to go from last to first, and all it does is take a turn. One spin. And suddenly, you're on the other side. Alright, Saggies. What you got? Oh, that was nice and smooth. Ooh, Sagittarius. Oh, a few little glitches in there. Wow, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Overall energy for Sagittarius for the weekend. That is like 6. No. Overall Sagittarius energy. Saggies. Oh, come on. We'll see what that's about. Most recent relevant past regarding this weekend situation for Sagittarius. Most relevant recent past, immediate past for Sagittarius. Ooh. Oh. Alright, so my fall winter kids here have completely flipped their energy. Present. Well, we'll see. Let's ask. Present energy for Sagittarius for the weekend. I'm really glad energy is fluid and that time does not actually exist in the universe. Ooh. Saggies, you guys got something big going on. Most likely outcome for the weekend in this situation. Most likely weekend outcome for this situation. Most likely weekend outcomes situation for the Saggies. Holy cow. What are you guys drawn in? Jeez. Alright, overall energy. You got 2 3s. That's the first thing I noticed, besides, you know, the heartbreak card. So you have a collaboration here, a partnership, a union of some type. Could be third party, but it's not cups, it's swords and pentacles. So this is external and thought, perception. So there's something about this collaboration that is causing you some kind of pain, or you're overthinking it. Oh, I feel like you're overthinking it, Sagittarius. This collaboration, you're overthinking it, and it is getting in the way of this being a truly successful collaboration. So you might want to get out of your own way, because this is a great energy. And that's the overall energy. So this is going to color all this other great stuff here. So, you know what? Where did likely outcome for the weekend? I missed one, guys. Or dropped it. Overall outcome for the situation. I missed one. The overall for the whole situation. Overall for Sagittarius. I got the weekend outcome. I don't have... That is all major arcana, guys. The whole weekend is major arcana, Sagittarius. This is some intense energy. Overall outcome for the situation. Past energy is Empress, that abundance, that certainty, that self-confidence. Holy crap! Sagittarius, what the hell are you doing? All major arcana. And then starting with 3s, which are all about stability and balance. Except that's not, because that. So there's heartbreak, so it could be third party. Again, we'll see. There's no cups in here, but there's the lovers. Oh, the lovers is. Empress, past, most recent relevant past energy, whether this is you or your person. It's kind of like looking with the Lovers card and 3 of Cups, and yeah, this is kind of looking like a love relationship, a divine connection with the Empress, the Lovers, the Fool. And Sagittarius, it looks like you may have fucked it up. Sorry. Yeah, this was a divine connection, is a divine connection, and you're not allowing it. This is a stagnant energy. This is a perspective that doesn't, and it's Wheel of Fortune. That's fate, guided, divine. It's on the map, and I'm not looking at it. I'm not paying any attention to it. I am not going to do anything that is going to open my eyes to see this thing. I refuse to have the sight and the vision and the perspective to cooperate with the universe. Absolute denial of what is fated, what is meant to be, what is intended, what is guided. Nope, not gonna do it. Not having any part of it. And this is, I feel like this person, this is the person that you're like, no, I'm not looking at them. I am not looking at them. And it is because of this overthinking about this union. Your thoughts are getting in the way. Maybe even your faith, your belief in. Because this person over here, they look kind of like a cleric kind of person. So whatever this relationship is, whoever this is, you're like, no, not doing it. I am not gonna even look at this. Maybe you feel like they're too good for you. Maybe you have them on a pedestal. And the conflict is, this is causing you pain. You want this connection. But your overthinking is stopping you from going and getting it. And it's right there. It's still there. That opportunity, the energy is still here. Even though this person is in the past, doesn't mean you can't still go and get them. So, of course, the inevitable outcome, if you stay in this energy, is you do miss the opportunity for a divine connection. You do miss the opportunity for that partnership. You do miss the opportunity for that happiness with other in an equal and balanced energy, because this person as Empress, they have a lot to offer that you could probably learn from. And whatever this connection is about, it is balanced. You do feel at peace and comfortable and safe and secure and stable with them. And you're not having it, at least not currently. And so you lose this. Lover is reversed. Divinely guided union. Companionship, is it permanent? Is it fixed? Hard to say. But it's divinely guided for this situation right now. There's something extraordinarily valuable and unique and special about this, Sagittarius, and you're walking away from it. And in the end, the overall outcome, the fool. You're a damn fool. And you're going to know it, and you're going to have to start all over again. Because before the fool, comes the world. That means before you get into this zero energy, there's a closing out. The opportunity is gone. And you have to start over. Whatever lessons you didn't learn along the way before you got to this energy, you're going to have to go back and learn again. You're going to start your lessons all over again. It's not very often I see the Fool as pretty literally. Generally, it is somebody willing to take a leap of faith, somebody willing to take chances. It can also be literally being foolish and having to start over. Because whatever the lessons were that provided this opportunity to be present, so whatever guided this to give you this opportunity, wasn't enough. Because this energy breaks that opportunity and you start again at zero. And that's how the tarot works. It's a progression, 0 to 21 in the major arcana. This is a new beginning, starting over. The prior chapter, the prior lessons, those opportunities are gone. So, fortunately, this is your present energy. That means you can choose to turn it around. You can choose love. Kind of funny, huh? No, it's all right here. You can choose love. Or you can choose fear. Those are your options. Fear leads you to a whole new beginning and new lessons. Well, probably the same lessons repeated in a different form. Love gets you here. I think it's a great final message for the weekend readings, regardless of timeliness. So I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. What's left of it. And these hope move you forward in your life circumstances and situations and allow you to move into a healthier, happier, more abundant, more fulfilling life, full of love, peace, joy, and bliss. Blessings.